channel, guys. My name is Wong and you're joining me in yet another video here on the channel. Today we've got something absolutely spectacular. This is none other than, of course, a JDM Legend here on the channel, and this thing is honestly one of the cleanest cars that I've ever showcased out here. Guys, take a look at this. This is a 2001 FD RX7 in Sunburst yellow. This is a Type R Bathurst R, one of only 500 in the world. And guys, this is owned by my good friend Zach over here.
What's going on, man?
How are you,
How
bro?
are ya?
So he's a fellow YouTuber. So guys, check out his car, man.
Thank you very much.
Dude,
Don't say it's the cleanest because it's
Oh,
certainly
really?
like, don't look too closely. But
Oh man, this thing looks so good, man.
thank you so much.
Can you
mate.
tell us a little bit about your pride and joy over here?
Yeah,
man?
certainly. So this car right here is my 2001 Type R Bathurst R. So I believe they made somewhere between 500 or 650. I'm not quite sure. There's some weird odd numbers everywhere. But this one here is one of 271 in HZ Sunburst yellow.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
So it is it's beautiful. It's one of the only Series 8s in yellow. It's my ultimate dream car. It's absolutely perfect.
It's stunning, man. I just
Yeah.
like the way it's still pretty much stock.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It still looks so good.
It's really
hey?
nice. I kind of say it's like OEM plus. It's just got a few
100%.
little bits around the car, but majority of it's basically stock. In comparison to the Spirit Rs and everything else as well, this is like the ultimate, this is just the ultimate FD to me, to be honest.
It really is, man. So what makes this your dream car?
You're gonna hate me, but I love it because it's yellow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is my second FD.
Yep.
This one right here, I had a single turbo Series 8 RS, which weirdly enough was
Yes.
actually the combination with the silver and the RS was rarer than this car. But yeah, very odd. But yeah, pretty much I had issues with it non-stop. So I ended up putting like a Grady V mount in it, ended up putting a single turbo in it, and everything I did was like a little bit like to fix the issues. I did a little bit more to it and then a little bit more to it, and then it just got way too crazy and way too fast, and I'm not really a big fan of like fast cars.
Oh, no way.
I like just putting around the mountains and stuff like that, so I went out
this thing
and
looks super fast already, though.
yeah, so it's pretty much stock. It's just tuned on 14 PSI through a Haltech, but
Yeah.
aside from that, it's like underneath the bonnet. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, perfect,
why
yeah.
not? So you were saying about you like mountain runs?
Yeah, I love mountain runs, yeah. So
You love the toge as well, don't
yeah,
you?
certainly do. I never film it on my channel, but I've been driving this car like non-stop through the mountains. Like we take it all the way up to Gembrook and stuff like that because we've just moved down to Melbourne.
Welcome.
So thank you very much. Yeah, no, so
Awesome having you here, bro.
I rip this thing through the mountains. I try to like once a fortnight, and then at night if I randomly just want to go for a mountain run, I do that. So
100%.
but yeah, underneath here
Oh, man,
is
that looks so
very incredibly stock.
The heart of the OG Rotary. Hey?
Yeah, there's a few things that are a little bit different. So it's got an RE AST delete,
Nice.
which just changes it from a plastic one. You probably know from FDs that they go every now and then.
Yes.
And I've had non-stop cooling issues with my old cars, so it's nice
Oh,
to see
really?
that that's
Wow.
nice to see that that's alloy. But aside from that, it is very, very stock. It's still sequential twin turbos. It's still got the standard airbox. The only thing I did was I did a cool little Falcon mod, which a lot of people
Ooh.
don't know. You can use door stops to block stuff off. So I just blocked off.
That's literally a doorstop.
Yeah, literally a door stop.
That's
We used to
crazy.
do it for our blower valves, and we used to just put the end of the blower valve on, and it would stop air coming through.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I kind of just got it routed up so that just vents to atmosphere, and the door stop's blocking it off. But aside from
sounds
that,
sick.
it sounds sick. Yeah,
That's
it
good,
sounds
man.
wicked. It's
So-
still got the blower valve, but it's kind of sick. But.
Yeah, man. What kind of power does it make then?
So I don't know, but Dyno,
don't know?
but Dyno says about like 350ish at the moment. So it's not very quick, but it's sick. It feels really raw.
I think that's a
so.
plenty amount of power,
Yes.
especially to keep it on the street.
Yeah, exactly right. And considering they're such a small car and they're so light, they
Right.
they love it.
How much
Absolutely
do
love it.
these things weigh?
I'm probably going to be wrong, but somewhere a little bit upwards of
testing
a little bit upwards of 1250, I think, or somewhere along those
That
lines.
sounds about right,
Yeah,
man.
1250, 1300 kilo. So something along those lines. But yeah, it's relatively stock. There's a few little bits around the car that I tried to like just change it up a little bit. So
Yeah.
the car came with a like a carbon lip as well, which is pretty cool.
Looks so tight.
I think that's Angry Panda Factory. And then it has feed style side skirts as well. Of course, TE37s, my favourite wheel.
Man, my favorite wheel. Dude, looks so
That
good.
looks so good. And then RE diffuser and an RE exhaust as well, which I think is discontinued.
Oh.
They've changed it up. And then I think it's an Abdullah wing blade as well. Tossing up whether I sell it or not. It's like...
Are you thinking about selling this car?
I think maybe we'll see. Depends.
Oh, no. Why'd you tell me, man?
I don't know. But when you look at that 3/4 shot, it's like I don't want to sell it anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly though.
Bring me to the back of the car and I'll sell it for way more. Like,
Take us through the interior, man.
yeah, so nothing too crazy. I've got a Nardi Neo Grinta, which I waited for months. It is like
that wheel.
beautiful wheel. And then it's got an R-Magic shift knob because the Mazda Speed ones, they tend to wear out.
Yep.
And they're ridiculously hard to find. I've found a replacement brand new one, but it's sold for 1.2 grand. RE Speedo right there, which came from Japan, which is out of this world, ridiculously rare. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch of stuff on this car that's just, it's so nice and period correct, and I just love 100%. It. And then the only thing I've done to it is put the can gauge in it, which is just chilling up on the A-pillar there.
Oh, yep,
yeah,
nice.
yeah, you can barely see it, but yeah, that's saved my bacon a few times. But yeah, aside from that, it's got the horrible fake carbon all through it. It's
so nice, man.
The fake carbon. I hate it.
Well, I actually really like it. So
you reckon?
That's unique to the R Bathurst R. So
yeah.
The fake carbon dash.
Yeah, it only came out in the Type R Bathurst R, and it's once again disgustingly rare. And because Mazda interior, you probably know already, it's it's so trash. Like every single piece of the interior just breaks whenever you try and pull it off. So I've just tried to clean up the car because it was the outside was so amazing and so immaculate. The inside just let it down a little bit, so I just cleaned it all up and made it all nice. And yeah,
what does it feel like driving an FD?
So a regular FD is amazing.
Yeah.
This FD in particular,
maybe we should see Zach drive this and talk about it.
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's
all
do
right,
that.
We'll jump in. Right,
yeah, let's do that, bro. Alright guys, I think it's time. Let's go.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Holy.
Let's do it.
I love jumping into an FD.
They're so small, aren't
sick.
they? I've been doing a little bit of soccer recently, like 3 times a week.
Yep.
And my legs don't like this car at all. Hey?
Oh really?
Not at all.
Wait, how heavy is your clutch?
It's not too bad. It's pretty
okay.
stock, but just like trying to cram into this little tiny thing is hilarious.
Yeah, man. So. Well, to be fair, we are pretty lucky because we're kind of like Japanese-sized men.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, we're not tall at all. Yeah, so you probably heard from that startup. We didn't talk about it before. This thing's extemport as well. So it's got it's been rebuilt about 30,000 k's ago.
Wow. So it's pretty much brand new motor as well.
It's a decently new motor.
Okay. Gangster.
But yeah, I mean the car's got 130,000 k's on it, 120,000 k's.
120,000 k's.
Yeah, and that's legitimate too. Apart from my last car, it's legitimate too. So.
Unlike your last car, what do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just they're all wound back every now and then.
For sure, man.
But yeah, but no, you can probably feel there's a whole bunch of noises that go along with this car. Like
very solid.
It's a very solid car. So it's got BC coilovers. It's got all underbody bracing as well.
Awesome.
So I don't know. A lot of you FD guys might know Mady. Mady makes a whole bunch of mounts that make this car feel really nice. So they kind of have the same thing as the MX-5, where you have like the engine mounts and the diff mounts are all are the only things that are holding this thing together.
Oh my god! Yeah, wasn't expecting that.
And then you get all the slow cars.
Oh man.
So yeah, you can probably feel like the two-way clunking about.
Love it.
Yeah, it's wicked.
It feels so raw. I'm just trying to adjust the camera and everything, but
it's so shaky.
There's a lot of G-forces going on out here. Man, this thing feels tight as a drum.
Oh, it's wicked, isn't it? So yeah, it's got all those mounts underneath it that tie in the diff to the chassis and the transmission to the chassis. So it feels really solid. All the bushes have just been redone in the car. And yeah, you can probably hear like, it almost sounds like a dog box.
It does. Yeah. It just hit the windshield.
Sorry, my bad.
No, that's all good, man. This thing feels so good though.
Yeah. Compared to a stock FD, this is very raw feeling. It's nice to drive, especially out through the mountains. That's pretty much what I do in this car.
100%. One of my gripes about an FD, if I had to nitpick, is the fact that it's really, really refined.
Yes.
But jumping into this car straight away, it doesn't feel like that refined sensation that personally I don't really fancy.
Yeah, I'm with you. 100%. Yeah.
This is
I'm not really rubbing it out at the moment. I probably need to.
So guys, just full disclosure, it is pretty wet outside, and we're just trying to be safe. We're trying to adhere to the speed limits.
You got your camera there?
Oh my god! It feels like it's scrambling through the tarmac, man.
Yeah, these tyres are really nice as well. So it's got a set of Michelin Pilot Sport 4s. The most
Perfect.
expensive tyres I've ever bought. They came on the car, but the most expensive tyres I've ever owned.
You
They
want to
are
have good
amazing.
tyres on this thing though, yeah?
Exactly right. All my Falcons, I always have like wind runs and stuff like
Actually?
that.
No way.
600 horsepower on like $100 tyres is not fun, but
This guy's a daredevil out here.
much nicer on these.
Honestly, the Rotary just sounds so different to a
Yeah.
combustion engine. It
Is it a
sounds...
Oh, it's amazing.
How would you describe it?
I don't know.
Let's just listen to it,
Alright,
right?
let's listen to
Oh my god. It feels so effortless the way it comes
does,
on.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Like the motor doesn't really like chirp or anything.
No, it's so smooth and refined, and that's all out of a little 1.3 litre. I think that's the funniest thing I
Exactly.
tell a lot of people.
And obviously it feels so planted through the corners.
Oh, it's amazing.
To be honest, I can feel a lot of how this car drives in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And that's just all the sensations that just comes to you.
So
in an FD.
you kind of understand now why my girlfriend, who doesn't like cars at all,
Yeah.
will not come in this car whatsoever.
Oh really? Does
Yeah,
she hate it?
100%. Yeah, because
Oh.
all those reasons you just explained, she absolutely hates this car.
Oh no way.
Yeah, she doesn't like it at all.
Does she like cars or?
No.
Oh, she doesn't like cars?
Not at all. But it kind of makes it more fun.
It
then,
does.
Then I can rip through the mountains at my own pace.
Yeah, it's a good balance, right?
Exactly right, yeah.
Oh my god. Literally my hair's gone full wild.
I'm not even revving it out. I feel so worried about the wet roads, but
Oh man,
it
the wet
loves it.
roads doesn't even feel factored by it, really,
Exactly
to be
right.
honest. Oh, the backfire and everything.
It's so good.
That thing sounds so good.
Yeah, so what do you recommend as a passenger? You keen to drive it?
Oh man, keen is an understatement, to be honest with you, brother.
Alrighty guys, gonna go out for a bit of a rip with Clay. Hopefully this camera's...
To readjust myself, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're alright. Camera's nice and heavy.
Oh, is it heavy, yeah?
A little bit.
So have you ever been passenger in your car, Zach?
Never been passenger. Someone else has driven it, but I've driven their car.
Okay.
Yeah, don't feel like you have to go crazy, by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it very easy.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, so it's been a while since I've done an FD. Last time I drove my good friend's 700 horsepower blue FD
Yeah.
RX7 right here in this spot. So this will be a good comparison for a nice streeter.
Yes, exactly right. Well, streeter. Yeah.
OEM plus.
Yeah, exactly
I love
right.
that.
Yeah.
I
It'll
love
be
that,
good.
man.
It'll be good. No,
Oh,
I'm keen
man.
for it.
Here we go. And first time letting anyone else drive it, so I'm kind of anxious.
You'll be right, man. It's an easy car. Nice,
Yeah.
easy car. Clutch is nice and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll feel that two-way in a second,
We're off
though.
to the races. To two-way in a second. Oh man, I'm all too familiar. So this light's on. Is one of the doors open?
Oh, yes, that'll be yours. You gotta slam it.
Oh man.
There you
Rookie
go.
mistake. Oh man, feels good. I love this steering wheel. So same wheel from my DC5R. Same 2.8 from my S15. How has your reliability been in FD ownership? Because you've had a fair few of these, right?
This is my second one.
Your
The
second
first
FD.
one I hated.
That bad?
Yeah, it was every single day there was a new issue with it, and so I finished it and then I sold it. This one here has been really
Yeah.
good. I did do a diff in it, so I'm doing. That's the two-way.
Love it.
So yes, yeah, much nicer now though.
So yeah, I used to see all your updates on your other FD, and it was always things I spent, things I bought to fix the FD. And
Yeah.
it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
I felt sad for you, man.
Yeah, I've already driven this car for longer than I have the old car. They guys
Really?
gave you a thumbs up there too.
Oh, you're.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy's like jumping on my leg. There are
Feel
just
free to rev it out a little bit as well.
so
man.
many sensations already.
There you go. Now you're in the power band.
So the FD has two sequential turbos. One at the start at about 2.5.
Yeah, I think it comes on around 2.5,
then
and then
the
you
other
can
one
feel
at
the
5?
second one kick in around 4 or 5ish.
Yeah, it's just such a unique driving experience. Similar to the Supra, if you guys have driven the twin turbo Supra. It's very different to a 34 GTR, 32 GTR in the way that they come on at the same time. Oh my.
So good.
I love it. Let's go down this way. So this is kind of like my neck of the woods, and taking Zach for a drive around my favorite areas.
It's kind of nice, man. I like it. I like it. It's good.
But I'm sure the roads in Queensland will be even better,
Yeah.
right? Oh my god. The noise and the soundtrack, just
It's
unlike
so,
anything, hey?
It's so nice, isn't it? Yeah.
It sounds like...
That blow-off valve is kind of like,
Yeah.
it's just, everything is so 90s in it. It's great.
Is that mod that you did to
Yeah,
make
correct.
it blow off like that?
Yeah, correct,
Oh,
yeah.
man. Shout out to the Falcon owners. Do you miss the Falcon?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
No, no. After owning
I
these,
think
these
you're
are
going to get a
amazing.
lot of angry Falcon owners after all the videos you made.
Well,
So
I
you're saying?
appreciate Falcons, but it's nice not owning them for a change. It's good.
For sure. Oh my lord. It feels so good.
Doesn't stop revving, does it?
It feels so planted to the tarmac, honestly. Like, you can give this car the beans and still,
It takes it, hey?
it takes it all day long. Wow. And the noise. You honestly don't have to be up high in the revs, because look, that's literally 30% throttle.
It's crazy, hey? It loves it.
So much feedback. Honestly, this car feels better, way better than a stock FD.
Yeah, so a little bit quicker than a stock FD, you reckon?
Oh,
Yeah?
I think the series of sensations make it feel fast.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not actually looking at the speeder. There's no time to look at the speeder.
Exactly right, yeah.
Literally though. Oh, this thing feels so good, man. I can't believe you're thinking about selling this car, man.
Yeah, now that you're, now that we're talking about it, I don't know whether I want to or not, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to put a standard diff back in it.
Yeah, so you went with a two-way Cusco?
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Oh man. The extended port sounds so good. Alright.
No, you're right.
You really don't need to go fast in this thing.
No, not at all. It's dangerous, eh? It's good.
I feel like I'm not really doing anything over the speed limit though.
No, not at all. It makes everything feel reckless, doesn't it?
It does. That really describes this car so well. It's really manic in here. Oh man.
Yeah, when you're in it, time passes so quickly.
Dude, like, I don't think I can wipe the smile off my face. This is like as genuine as it gets. No, honestly, this is so much better than a stock FD.
Alright, that's good.
And I don't know, the wizardry that this car has just makes it feel so bloody good. Honestly, man.
Yeah.
I'd be very, 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 very sad if you sell this car. But obviously, I understand.
Oh, buy it off me then.
No. This thing is honestly so good to drive. And not just the drive, it looks effing sick. I would swear, but I don't want to like bleep this out, but
Yeah.
guys, this thing is honestly so good.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Man, thank you for letting me drive
No,
this
you're
thing,
right.
man.
No worries at all.
I think the world...
Nope, you're
I
right.
better put this in first gear. I think the world needs to see this car.
Thanks, man. Well, that's the plan. Yeah, if you guys do want to see a little bit more about the build, feel free to jump on to Zach Baldy. I have like an
100%.
update on this car all the time when it breaks.
Yes.
So you'll
Does it
be.
break?
I've broken it twice in 2 weeks. So yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, it's just rotary things. You get to
Rotary ownership, right?
Yeah, yeah. Rotary ownership is just crying and then money, and then that's pretty much it.
What if you run out of money?
You cry lots more.
Oh,
It's good.
this thing is
But then,
so
then
sick.
you come out and you cry in your FD, so it's okay.
Yeah, you've
it's
got
all
an
right.
FD, so especially in Sunburst yellow, it makes it all
Exactly
the more
right.
better.
Yeah, you walk out and it's like you're tearing up, and then you see yellow, and it's like, it's a little bit better.
A little bit yellow. Oh man. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Huge shout out to Zach once again for allowing me to showcase
No worries at
his
all,
pride
man.
and joy, man.
Easy done.
If you guys have enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that thumbs up button in the comments below. Tell me what you think of Zach's amazing FD RX7.
Epic, bro. Grouse.
As well as that, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.